Hey everybody, I'm back for the last of my summer recap videos. As you know, I've had some amazing chances to be a part of awesome things this year. From walking 13 kilometers across the Confederation Bridge, which spans between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, Canada, to pretty well really honestly a once-in-a-lifetime concert, the quietest concert ever, in Fundy National Park with Serena Ryder, to my very first official summer race. Now, normally you get race shirts, but this year, and this particular race, you have an option. So I decided to take a race hat. So what we're going to talk about very quickly is Marathon by the Sea. Marathon by the Sea is in St. John, New Brunswick, which is about an hour and a half away from Moncton, and the day started pretty early. 5 a.m. we had to go to my brother's place, which is about 20 minutes from here, because my dad was babysitting his dogs. So he was dog sitting. So if you hear me say dog sitting or Tucker and Murphy, you will know what I'm talking about. So, like I said, 5 a.m. was pretty normal for race day, for me anyway. So we got ready and Mom and I were off, and I get to have the most amazing send-off. My brother's two dogs, like I said, are Tucker and Murphy, and Tucker's, I believe, 2 years old now? And he's a Labradoodle, so you know he has a little sass. And I don't mind. And Murphy is an older lab. So, of course, they sent us off once I went to get Dad. And the day couldn't have been better. Even though it was foggy to start, once we got towards St. John, it was amazing. It was hot, though. It was humid. And really, I don't like running in humidity. Humidity just drains your batteries, just drains your soul. But somehow I managed, and I managed to take off 50 seconds off my 5K time from Blue Nose. So if I remember correctly, my Blue Nose time was 48:58, so almost 49 minutes. And then I came in at just over 48 minutes, so 48:08. So for any time off in the heat and humidity, I was pretty darn proud. I started off trying to chase my 45:36 personal best, but I knew because of the heat and humidity, I might have difficulty. And it was the same thing in Halifax. At the Blue Nose in May, on the 16th of May, I believe it was. I believe that was the 16th and 17th. Yes. 16th and 17th of May. It was the same thing that happened to me on the 16th of May, because then, at that point, it was our first really hot, humid day that I ran in. I hate the humidity. That's where I draw the line. But anyway, somehow I managed, and as I said, I managed to get time shaven off. So, you're wondering where this is going. Of course, that was race 2, so Blue Nose Marathon and the Marathon by the Sea. Coming up in a week's time, folks, I get to do the Prince Edward Island Marathon at the 5K distance. And you're wondering, well, why are you doing 3 races in 3 different provinces? Blue Nose in Nova Scotia, St. John, of course, here in New Brunswick, and PEI, which is in Charlottetown. Well, I'm going for what they call the Maritime Medal. I don't know whether I've mentioned this, but that's what I decided to do this year. I heard so many amazing things about both St. John and Prince Edward Island last year in 2014 from my running crew that I wanted to do it. I'm glad I did, because really, I honestly don't think I would have gone to PEI otherwise if it wasn't for the word, see, I can't even talk. Oh, wow. If it wasn't basically for everybody who said it was a pretty good race. Oh, wow. So, like I said, if it wasn't for everybody kind of saying, you know, it's a really good race, the shorter distances, so like the half marathon, the 10K, and the 5K are all within the downtown core of Charlottetown. And then the full marathon actually starts in a national park and makes its way back to the city, which is kind of neat. I'm just glad I'm doing it because it's going to be really a homecoming because my dad's cousin actually lives over on the island, and I'm really excited about all that. Our former neighbor, who just used to live right over there, right through that wall, actually is from PEI as well, and Charlottetown more specifically. So hopefully, I know my father's cousin's coming to the start-finish line. Hopefully my former neighbor from right over there will be too, but you never know. Also, I have a little tidbit of news. Some of you may know that I do a race called Legs for Literacy, which is the last full weekend in October, which happens to be the weekend following PEI. So I won a random free registration from CBC Moncton. For those of you who've been following me along for the long haul, you know I'm a huge fan of CBC. I have been on the team CBC at Legs for the last 2 years. Well, you can now make it 3. But I had 2 choices with that registration. Either I could transfer it to 2016 and do what they call deferring a registration, or I could bring somebody along. For those of you who may or may not have seen, there's a video in the summer 2015 playlist that has Terry Fox in the title. Well, Mom and I, and Dad in this case, did 13 kilometers, which is almost 9 miles, across the bridge from PEI to New Brunswick. So, that free registration and Team CBC membership is now officially my mother's. She's doing her very first 5K race. 3 years ago, I was afforded that opportunity. Now it's Mom's. I'm sure you'll see another video at that point. Probably towards Halloween, by the time I get everything situated and done. But yeah, we'll say Halloween weekend, you'll see another video from me. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be awfully busy. And for now, I'm going to leave you with some still photos of Marathon by the Sea.